This video is an overview of 3 types of audio recordings: background, interview, and voiceover. Each of these types offer their own specific effects and require their own specific setup. Let's start with background recordings, also called ambient sounds or sight recordings. Background recordings are recordings where environmental sounds saturate the scene without drawing lasting attention to themselves. They fill in the soundscape without obscuring the signals you want to foreground, such as voiceovers. Let's take a listen. As you can hear, this audio now includes background sounds, giving the effect that I'm speaking to you from the Student Union. This background sound was captured with the Zoom H4n Pro's onboard XY mics. Interview recordings often include at least 2 signals: interviewer and interviewee. For this reason, when conducting an interview, it's helpful to use 2 microphones, one for each party. If you use a single microphone, you might capture the recording, but the quality will likely suffer. Here's an interview conducted with a colleague using a single microphone. We've inserted the background recording to give the effect we're speaking from the Student Union. The 2 of us are having a conversation in a quiet room. How's it being recorded?
On the table between us is a single smartphone recording our voices.
And what do you notice about the recording?
The signal seems a little buzzy and distant. Also, the mic picks up unwanted noise, such as the air conditioning.
Now, let's listen to an interview recorded with 2 microphones attached to the Zoom H4n Pro. So, same as before, the 2 of us are having a conversation in a quiet room. How's it being recorded?
On the table between us is a Zoom H4n recorder. Attached to it are 2 cardioid condenser microphones, held in place by tabletop mic stands, one for each speaker.
And what do you notice about the recording?
Our voice signals are clearer and a little bit more immediate, and because we have 2 respective microphones, we don't have to strain to speak into them.
Voiceovers allow the foregrounding of a speaker by removing all other noises. This creates an emphasis you might want for a given narrator or speaker. The voiceover you're currently listening to was in fact recorded in the DWRL's sound booth. But if you don't have access to a booth, you can create a makeshift one in your home by following any number of online tutorials. In this video, we've made distinctions between 3 different types of audio recordings and their effects. They can be thought of as recommendations or guidelines for common genres of film, podcast, or other multimedia production. They can and should be adjusted or tailored to your recording situation and your desired effects.